Do you have trouble committing? Sometimes it's tough to be dedicated and stay on fire for something. I read across a proverb that tells us that we need to be committed to God, and it's over in Proverbs chapter 16. And in verse 3, it says, "Commit your works to the Lord, and your thoughts will be established." And as I contemplated that verse, I want to be committed, and I want to be dedicated, but boy, I find it difficult. I think, humanly speaking, it can be a challenge to keep that level of dedication, spiritually speaking, in our lives. So I got to thinking about it a little bit. In fact, I looked up what it means to be committed. And as I thought about it in terms of what God wants for us, there's a connection between commitment and trust. Trust in the sense that I trust God with my life. I trust God with my family. I trust God with my job. I trust God with my possessions. So this commitment then has, I think, a direct connection to trusting God, that I can be better committed to God when I realize God's in control. God's in charge. He can care for me better than I can care for myself. He can care for my family. He can watch out for their best interests. I'm under His control. I'm under His guidance, my job, my possessions, everything in that sense. And so if I could more fully trust God, would that help me to be better committed to Him? I think that's exactly what this proverb is saying. In fact, I looked it up in the Expanded Bible, and the Expanded Bible says this: "Depend on the Lord in whatever you do. Commit your acts, your deeds to the Lord, and your plans will be established." So I'm going to strive to do that more in my life. I want to put more trust in God. I want to put more actions into His hands. I want to commit things that I do, the things that I think, the things that I say into His hands so that I can trust Him more and more fully in my life. And I think if we begin to do that, then certainly we can commit our life, our works into God's hands, and certainly He then will establish us. That's BT Daily. We'll see you next time.